Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Staples High School in Westport, Connecticut. This is Bruce Ferguson broadcasting live for the Darien Athletic Foundation. This afternoon, we are going to be bringing you the Darien boys lacrosse versus the Westport Staples High School boys lacrosse varsity teams. Both teams doing very well. This is an FCAC game, and we will be getting started very shortly here. So please stand by. Okay, that's a first for me. We heard a live national anthem sung here by the announcer who stepped out of the press box to sing the national anthem. He was quite good as well. So boys are taken to the field, and a couple minutes we should be underway. And the goalies head to their respective cages. On the close wing here, we've got Nick Carpacchio, Tanner Strube at the X for Darien. I do have a list of names for Staples, and I'll do my best to give you names. Darien controls, ball down though. Arden Cohen tries to gain control of it. Ball looks like it's going off out of bounds on the side. Be a Darien ball. Darien is going left to right on the screen here in the first quarter. Darien wearing blue uniforms with black letters. Staples in white with blue letters. Sorry, not letters, numbers. Brian Minikis goes to X. A quick low shot went wide. Goalie gets the ball. And Staples works it forward, crossing the center line to begin their first attack, but the ball is down. Loose ball there, picked up by Darien. Goes back to Ryan Cornell in the net. Quickly moves it forward for Kevin Lindley. Shot, score. That shot was, that goal is at 10:19 in the first. Nick Percarpio here again on the close wing. Tanner Strube at the X. Jack Joyce on the far wing. It's a illegal procedure there. Darien wins the face-off. Is awarded the face-off. Darien works it back out front. Jack Joyce, ball down, regains control of it. It's Blake Somi, number 8, moving the ball back to X. Logan McGovern, number 4 at X there. Ball's back up top to Blake Somi, who takes quick shot and scores unassisted. It's 2-0 Darien, 9:14 remains in the first. Carpio again still with us on this side. Riley Stewart on the opposite wing. Number 10. Carpio picks up the ball, sends it back to the defense. Jake Beeler, number 43, moves it up to Riley Stewart. Kevin Lindley with a quick shot score 3-0 Darien at 8:55 remaining in the first. Beautiful afternoon here up at Staples High School in Westport, Connecticut. This is a broadcast of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Happy to bring this game to you live. Staples wins that face-off and quickly heads for the cage, shoots wide. Darien backs it up and will bring it across the center line. Errant pass there. Ball's going to go back to Staples. Ball down, regained control by Staples. Staples brings it to X. There's a flag down shot. I haven't heard any announcements from the announcer yet, but looks like a 1-minute penalty on Darien. I didn't see the call, whether it's a slash, trip. Looks like it might be Tanner Strube. I can't see if it's number 40 over there, but anyway, regardless, Staples is man up for 1 minute. Darien gets the ball to Cornell. Jack Joyce will move the ball forward, but the ball is on the field. Turned over, and Staples still man up. Trying to regroup here, getting some fresh legs on the field. Okay, the extra man is over. The extra man offense is ended. Shot. Was deflected by Cornell. Beeler to Cohen in the middle. Cohen back to Cornell, who will bring it up. Cornell off to Stewart. And Darien regroups up top. Ball's at X. Catch between Mays and McGovern. And now we're back up top. A quick shot there by Logan McGovern. Went wide, backed up by Mays. Darien will continue their attack. That's a great ball movement there by Darien, who converts that into a goal. Scored by Mays with an assist. I didn't see who the assist was from, but there was an assist. That brings the score to 4-0 Darien with 4:33 remaining in the first. I think that was a Staples timeout there. It's definitely somebody's timeout. I believe it was Staples. Players are getting back to their positions for the face-off here. Strube at X for Darien. Ball's at X with McGovern moving it to Lindley. Up top to Somi. And James Solberg is now on the field as well at midfield. Looked like Solberg tried to pass it behind the back, lost control of it. Ball went down, and Staples got control, and they head over the center line and work their way into the box here to try to make an attack. It was shot but knocked down by number 22. Riley Stewart brings it back into Staples, and passes a quick pass off to Kevin Lindley, who scores. That's Kevin Lindley, goal by Kevin Lindley with the assist to Riley Stewart. Brings it to 5 Darien, 0 Staples, with 2:22 remaining in the first. Okay, my apologies there. Just missed the face-off, but Staples won that face-off and is in the Darien zone. Staples moving the ball nicely here, just being patient, trying to find a weakness in the Darien defense. Tough to do, as we saw against New Canaan. Darien had a very, very strong day on defense Saturday at New Canaan at Dunning. This Staples team had a great matchup with New Canaan as well. Went to double overtime where New Canaan was able to get one in at 4 seconds remaining in the second overtime. Very exciting game. That ended at, I think it was 15 New Canaan, 14 Staples. So you go Finley Collins playing some tough defense there, trying to turn the ball over. Now we have Arden Cohen moving the ball up the field as Darien causes a turnover there against Staples. You guys saw that better than I did. I think Logan McGovern made a shot. It bounced off the crossbar, I believe, and one of our attackmen, or Matt Mays maybe, somebody caught it and quickly shot it into the goal. So that brings it to 6-0 Darien. 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We got Matt Gould on the close wing here, number 17 for Darien. Strube still at the face-off X. Ball down, and clock winds down to end of the first quarter. Darien 6, Staples 0. We'll be right back. Okay, here we go, starting up the second quarter. I'll get the scoreboard updated just a second here. Darien's now going right to left on the field here. Unfortunately, the shadow here of the building is going to be moving across the field. It's going to make things, there's a flag down, delayed whistle. Shot on goal there. And looks like there's a penalty against Darien. Try to see what the call is here. Staples has the extra man right now. It's a shot wide, backed up by Staples there, who will continue their attack. Quite a bit of wind here this afternoon. Hopefully you're not hearing too much of it. Got a new headset, so it's supposed to reduce the amount of wind that you all hear in the broadcast. Quick shot there by number 11, Staples. That is Evan Zinn, midfielder, junior. And that will bring the score to 6-1. Now let's see if I can get my quarter updated for you here. Into the second quarter. There you go. 10:35 remains in the second. Got Riley Stewart on the close wing. Can't see who's on the far wing. Got Quinn Fay on the field for defense right now, along with Arden Cohen and Jake Beeler. Got Mays there. There's a shot by Finley Collins. Caught the right side of the net there and brings it to 7-1 Darien. Joyce on the close wing, and Matt Gould on the far wing, number 17. Tanner Strube doing a great job at the face-off X for us. Although Staples came up with that one. Staples taking their time at X here, trying to put something together. Ball's back up top here. Another shot there by Tanner Zinn. Or Evans in, I'm sorry. Evans in. Here's Matt Gould. Passes the ball over there to Kevin Lynn. Big clear there by Staples. Cornell's awarded the ball there at the end line. Ball's brought in by Riley Stewart. Passes it forward to Minikis. It's a shot. McGovern to Collins, and Collins fires and drives it right home. That brings it to 8-1. Once again, this is a production of the Darien Athletic Foundation. We're happy to bring this game to you live streamed. This is something new we've been trying this spring season, and hope you're enjoying it. You can click the subscribe button if you are watching this in the YouTube or on the YouTube website or through a YouTube app. It's a save by the Staples goalie there. The flag down. Looks like it's a penalty called on Matt Mays. Couldn't see if it's a high hit. There is not an announcer here this afternoon, so fortunately it's making my job a little bit more difficult trying to bring you the most up-to-date and accurate information. I apologize for that. We're going to restart here. I think there was a problem that the clock did not get started. Ball's down, nobody around, and picked up by Staples. Staples very patiently here looking for an opportunity. Finds number 7 on the doorstep there. Unfortunately, not a great shooting angle. Oh, and then number 7 follows up on it there, though. Gets his chance against Darien, so that brings it to 2-8 at 6:54 in the second. That was scored by Matt Bidgood, a junior midfielder, number 7. Oh, number 7 once again there. Staples scores again. Matt Bidgood, the junior midfielder, rolls one past Cornell. Time remaining 5:44 in the second. Brings the score to 8 Darien. Staples 3. Tanner Strube wins that. Hands the ball up to Kevin Lindley, who quickly shoots and scores. Brings it to 9-3. 5:38 remaining in the second. Got Riley Stewart on the near side here. Captain, senior captain. Finn. Staples really taking their time here. Finley Collins, number 32, another one of our senior captains for the Blue Wave this year. Doing a great job out there. Finley will be going off to University of Pennsylvania to play lacrosse next year. Quinn Fay will be heading off to Tufts next year to play football. Today, May 2nd, all these seniors out here have recently, well, not some more recent than others, but yesterday being the commit day as far as signing up with a college that has admitted a senior. So all these seniors at this point should know where they're going to college next year, whether or not they're playing lacrosse or not. A lot are. Riley Stewart with the ball. Gets it to Matt Mays, who goes low to low and finds the net. Brings the score to 10-3 Darien at 2:59 remaining in the first half. Wind is picking up considerably. I can hear a little mic noise here, so wind noise on the mic. Imagining you can all hear that too, so I'll have to see if I can adjust my settings to try to avoid some of that, because it is quite windy here. Got Blake Somey on the near side wing here at the face-off. Tanner Strube passes the ball off to Somey, who gets it in the box. Ball's now up top. Jack Joyce with the ball. Moves it to Somi. Back to Joyce. Feeds it over to James Solberg. Takes a shot, which is saved. Outlet to center field here. And Staples sets up an attack. Ball behind the net there, coming forward. Oh, very little angle there. Shot was wide. Backed up by Staples, who will continue their attack. Somi pushing, starts working down the field. That's a timeout for Darien. .52 seconds remain in the half. Beautiful day here. Okay, we're getting started again here. Riley Stewart with the ball up top. During the halftime, I'm going to play for you the promo that was put together for the Athletic Foundation for the Lights Brigade. The Lights Brigade accomplished its goal of raising the $750,000 thanks to you and the residents and businesses in and around the Darien community. That's a Darien goal there. And we've got 22 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So we've got (11-3). Be another face-off here. So I will play that. I think it's a very exciting time in Darien with the lights being installed this summer at Darien High School Stadium, where we will have games under the lights beginning next fall. All sports, all ages will benefit from these, and creating additional youth options, more community events on weekend nights, Friday nights in particular. Ball goes wide and the clock runs out. So we'll be back in just about 9 minutes with more lacrosse from Staples High School.
Coach Trifone. I'm speaking on behalf of not only the high school but also the DJFL. In our 10-year term as head coach, we've made it to the state tournament 5 times. 5 times we've had an opportunity to host a home game, and 5 times we've been forced to go to either Brian McMahon or Stanford's Boyle Stadium. Our young men deserve the opportunity to run out of that tunnel and show the community they so proudly to represent that this is their home turf. I've been involved with the DJFL. It was a shame that often we had to either practice early without many of the dads who couldn't get in from the city in time, or often we'd have to cut practice short because the lights just weren't good enough to see the ball.
As a field hockey coach at Darien High School for the past 17 years, not once have we been able to play in front of our community on our home turf under the lights. As a mom of 4 boys, I've witnessed many football and lacrosse night games at almost every other FCX school. We have waited too long. We deserve the right for lights. Let's do this.
How can lights benefit the town of Darien? How can't they? In youth and high school sports alike. With limited field space in Darien, the doors this will open are endless. I know our program, the girls soccer, would benefit greatly, as well as all other athletics at the Darien High School and in the youth programs. To be able to play in front of your peers, to be able to practice later in the postseason, to be able to play in front of friends and family who may not be able to make it otherwise, and to make great memories, and also bring our community together.
These are days you remember, never before and never since. I promise, will the whole world be warm as this? And as you feel it, you know it's true. That you are blessed and lucky. It's true that you are touched by something that will grow and bloom in you.
There are ramifications for not having lights for all ages and all sports. There's a huge issue when it comes to playoffs. We often are in playoff contention with higher seeds, and when we earn the higher seed, we are very grateful because that means a home field advantage, but oftentimes that doesn't matter because some sports require that the home field has lights, and because we do not, a lot of playoff games are moved to neutral locations, and this is such a bummer for teams who have earned such a high spot and want to be able to play at our own field with our home field advantage.
Friday Night Lights is something amazing, something that is a huge thing in other towns and other places, but something that we've never gotten to experience unless it was away at our opponent's field. I can't speak enough to what it would mean to have lights. We'd be able to feel the support of everyone in our school on these Friday night games. It's really something special.
I missed the boat for lights at Darien, but I'm passing on the word to Light the Wave because I can't even comprehend how amazing it would be for the community. And just as an example, we had a huge FCX soccer postseason game last season at Fairfield Ward under the lights. and it was pretty much, a game of a lifetime. We ended up winning after double overtime and 15 penalty shootout. And it would just be amazing to be able to experience that at Darien. We could increase practice times because we would no longer have to cut practices just because the daylight has gone away. And we could increase school spirit because at home more people will be willing to attend.
Darien is home to some of the best athletic programs in the country, from the extremely successful youth programs to the championship-winning high school programs. These programs have done so much for me as I would not be the same person today without them. Something these programs are missing though are lights. I remember having to cut practices short almost by an hour the week of the state championship because we couldn't see the ball late at night. Lacrosse deals with the same problem as it becomes hard to see the balls, especially early in the season. Kids are being deprived of extra time preparing and extra time with their friends making memories that'll last a lifetime. Keep the winning tradition alive in Darien.
I think the biggest thing with the Lights Brigade and what it can achieve is that as a town with really highly competitive programs, it's often a struggle to find times when we can fit every practice, every game in. I think that also having lights at Darien would really bring an atmosphere that we haven't really experienced here. Friday night games, Saturday night games, getting the whole community out, watching, cheering all the teams on because it's a big home game. Please donate to the Lights Brigade at Darien.
Whatever road you choose, I'm not behind you when I lose. Forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young,
And we're back here. We've got about 2.5 minutes to go in halftime. Hope you enjoyed the Darien Lights Brigade promo. It was a very quality piece that was put together by Jim Cornell for the Darien Athletic Foundation. As I mentioned before, we went into halftime. We did cross the finish line on that most effective fundraiser and worthy fundraiser for the town of Darien. I know that we have some people watching this broadcast this evening, and I'd like to just make a shout out to Mark Maybell, Peter Graham, Susan Graham, Luges Waldy, and Jen Montanero, to name a few, who really put in a valiant effort on the Darien Lights Brigade to make it happen. Mark and Peter and Lou have been at this for 4 or 5 years now under the name Darien Athletic Foundation. They've been thinking about these things for many years, trying to make this happen for, I think it's something around the combined effort about 25 years in the making for lights in Darien. So the accomplishments of the Darien Athletic Foundation in the last 4 years have been really remarkable, and I think that people watching this stream have noticed quite a bit of change in Darien with the Center Oval, 2 turf fields there that were redone, and the Stadium East project that was completed last summer. And I think that you're going to see the Darien High School Stadium transformed this summer, and lights will be brought in, and as somebody said today, I believe, this is the end of the Darien Lights Brigade fundraiser, but it is the beginning of a new chapter for Darien and a lot of great community events and gatherings that will take place on the Darien High School property, thanks to all the donors, both individuals, families, and businesses of our community. So thanks very much for everybody who contributed, and we've got the project queued up and ready to go, so that will begin Monday after graduation. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for a job well done. Let's get back to play a little lacrosse here. The players are on the field. We're going to get the second half started. The lights are just about to go on here as the shadows are starting to take effect of the play. Ball's awarded to Staples. Staples moving right to left on your screen. I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention Jenny Murphy with the Darien Lights Brigade. Jenny Murphy gave so graciously of her time and talents with the social media and the promotion, getting the word out about the Lights Brigade campaign. And Jenny did a fantastic job volunteering her time and talents. So thank you, Jenny. Staples starts there from the wing and brings the ball up top. Staples coach McNulty's done a great job with this team here. He's been back at Staples, I think, for about 8 or 9 years now, 8 years, I think, where he was at Wilton for many years. He's back at Staples, though, which is his alma mater. Today's game being coached by graduates of their respective schools. Jeff Braymeyer, a graduate of Darien High School, and Coach McNulty, a graduate of Staples here in Westport. Finley Collins with the ball, quickly moves it to Matt Mays, and it goes right in the goal. Brings it to 12-3 Darien, 9:30 left in the third. I'll get the scoreboard updated to third quarter. Ball's awarded to Darien. I'll get the quarters updated in a second here. My apologies. Ball's fed to Blake Solmy, who has a quick shot. That was Mays to Solmy there. Bringing it to 13-3 Darien. Okay, got the quarter updated there. Back at the face-off X here, we've got Jack Joyce on the close wing. Looks like it may be Matt Gould on the opposite side. Yes, it is. See his long stick there. Number 17, LSM. It's a shot and a save by Ryan Cornell. He looks over, passes to Arden Cohen, who looks forward to Somi. Somi moves it back. I believe that's Logan McGovern there. It is. That's Logan to Joyce. It's McGovern to Joyce with a Darien goal. Bring it to 14-3. There's Strub gets control of the ball and brings it in. Passes it off to McGovern. And Mays at X. Brings it up top to Riley Stewart. It's a shot there by Lindley. One of the few that hasn't found the back of the net. You can hear Braymeyer, Coach Braymeyer, shouting some instructions from the sideline to his offense. Brian Minikis that just passes it back to X. McGovern attempting for Minikis. Ball's just a little bit high, but Minikis is able to regain control. Passes to Finley Collins, to Kevin Lindley. It bounces over. My apologies, I think the camera wasn't quite panned to the goal yet there. But there was a shot bounced over, backed up by Logan McGovern. It's back up top there, and then the shot by Stewart goes wide. Backed up by McGovern. Darien will continue. Fed by McGovern up to Mays. Takes a quick shot there. Either bounces off the goalie, deflected, or regardless, the goalie was not able to control it, so Darien regained control and continues the attack. There's a low to high by Finley Collins, which goes over the net, I believe. McGovern was there though, so Darien will continue. There's the shot by Riley Stewart. Brings the score to 15-3 Darien at 5:03 in the third. Time is running now with the spread in the score. So if the spread remains, the clock will continue to run. Ryan Cornell's doing a great job, as usual, in the goal for Darien. Ryan is a senior captain of the Blue Wave team this year. These captains have provided some great leadership to the team. Along with the rest of the team, I think the upperclassmen as a whole have done a really great job bringing along the younger boys in the program. Ball down. Picked up by Darien. Blake Somi brings it into the box. Blake dodging, trying to bring the ball across. Errant pass. Jack Joyce is able to control it and pick it up. Sends it back to X to McGovern. Passes it through. Picked up by Mays and pushed from behind, and the flag goes down. Darien keeps control. Mays tries to get the ball over there to James Solberg, number 35, but the ball hits the turf and the whistle blows. So play is stopped, and it looks like number 22 from Staples will have a 30-second penalty. So Darien will be extra man for a short time here. Minikis up top, Brian Minikis. And they cut through, Minnow cuts through there. I did not see that goal, but it looks like it was a goal. So it's a goal there by Brian Minikis. Bringing the score to 16-3 with 150. Scored at 150 in the third. Candace Troop still at the face-off X for Darien. Staples ends up with that one and gets new personnel on the field and also gets the ball into their hands. So Staples sets up for what they hope will be a fruitful attack here. Flag down. Looks like the penalty goes to Charlie Olson from Darien, from the Blue Wave, as the clock winds down on the third. So the fourth will begin with Darien man down, and we'll get that going in just a second. And Darien comes out of the huddle. The boys head back to the field. We got Ryan Cornell. Oh, sorry, we don't have Ryan Cornell. We've now got Sean Collins playing goal for Darien. We got some new faces, new numbers here on the field here for the fourth quarter. So we have Sean Collins, a junior, in the goal now. And due to that penalty, Staples starts the fourth quarter with the ball, and there's no face-off, as you could see there. There's a flag down. I think I'm hearing 41 push on Darien. It's Josh Stevenson, a senior. Ball back to X. Another flag down on Darien. That was a quick motion by the ref there. I didn't quite see what the call is. Oh. And, Staples lost control of the ball there. That was picked up by Darien. Number 16, Charlie Olson. have number 19, Tommy Hillman, midfielder, sophomore with the ball. I also see number 3, Hudson Picorni, sophomore on the field. Hudson with the ball now, back to Hellman, who's at X. Some up-and-coming names here you're starting to hear for the Darien program. It's a flag down on the field. Quite a few penalties being handed out here in the last couple minutes of play. Clock is running. We're down to 9:23 in the fourth. Darien has the ball. Penalty was on Staples. This is Henry Feifel up top here with the ball, number 15, also a sophomore. Feifel returns to Darien High School this year after a couple years away at boarding school. Ball comes loose. Darien chases it down. Picorni's on it. Feifel moves it over to number 23 there, Ethan Dubray. And it looks like the Dubray was able to find the net, so that brings the score to 17-3. We've got Feifel on the near side wing here. And we've got Connor Sullivan, a long pole midi, a junior, on the far wing. Got Jack Beatty at the face-off X for Darien right now, number 36. Ball's loose. Feifel gains control of it and heads for Staples' end. Hellman to Feifel. To Picorni, who shoots, and I believe that was off the post on the right side. Ethan Dubray tries to roll one towards the net. Just went wide. Backed up by Picorni, though. Feifel looking to get the quick shot off there. Ball was a little high. Darien regains control, though, and they regroup. Feifel shot, deflected. And Darien regains control. Shot by Hellman, wide right, backed up by Connor Sullivan. Passes it up top to Hellman. Takes a shot, nice save by the goalie there. Outlets it to center field. Number 38 comes around the crease here to decides to keep moving the ball. Ball's down. Darien heads for it. The ball goes to Matt Gould, who sends it back to number 51, who's in goal now, Will Culleton. Corney goes to X. It's number 22, Peter Hardigan with the ball. Hardigan shoots and scores unassisted. Brings it to 18-3 Darien. Time of the score, 2:59. So we are in the final 3 minutes of play here. Charlie Christensen will be on the near side wing here for the faceoff. Connor Sullivan, a junior, on the far end. And in the face-off X, we've got Jack Beatty, number 36. There's a nice couple passes there by Staples, who puts it in the net. Bringing the score to Darien 18. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe that was not a goal. Now there's a flag down at the other end of the field here, at the Staples end of the field. Penalty on Staples. Darien will go extra man here for a short time. 1:12 remains to be played in the game. Peter Hardigan with the ball to Feifel. Number 33, Ryan Darby, is up top. Ball to Darby. Hellman, Picorni, Feifel. And move it around as the defense gets a bit more aggressive. Hellman puts it top left, finds the back of the net. Brings it to 20. 20-4, Darien. Ryan Darby on the near side wing. Connor Sullivan on the far side wing. Jack Beattie facing off for Darien. And that brings it to the end of the game. Clock winds down. Darien goes out to meet Will Culleton in the goal. Great game played by Darien by all. Great game played by Staples as well. It was a beautiful afternoon for lacrosse. Thank you for tuning in to join us here at Staples High School in Westport, Connecticut for a FCAC League game. This game has been a production of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Thank you for tuning in, and please join us on Thursday. We will be trying to broadcast live the JV game, boys game from St. Anthony's in Long Island. The boys varsity game will be broadcast by News12Varsity.com, which is the rebranded name of MSG Varsity. So if you're looking for the boys varsity game on Thursday, that's where you can find it at News12Varsity.com. We will be back broadcasting live from the Darien Stadium on Saturday as the Darien boys meet Ridgefield at home. From the stadium at Staples, I say goodnight. This is Bruce Ferguson for the Darien Athletic Foundation. Thanks for joining us.